What's up YouTube, this is MathWiz97 and welcome to the 300th episode total of my Universe Mode here on the MathWiz97X channel. I want to thank you all for the support over the years throughout the first 299 episodes, and hopefully I'll see you for another 300. As now we're going to move into episode number 22 of my WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. And this is Mega Main Event. 6 matches, we're playing all of them, and they are all King of the Ring qualifiers. As we've already seen, it's going to be Cesaro taking on The Big Show, Dean Ambrose one-on-one with Kane, Darren Young one-on-one with Sheamus, Titus O'Neil one-on-one with Jack Swagger. In the main event, of course, it is going to be one half of the tag team champions, The Ascension, going up against the powerhouse of Thursday Night SmackDown, Roman Reigns. But to kick this one off here in New Orleans, Louisiana, we've got Sami Zayn going one-on-one with the former Architect who helped to build the Shield, Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins kicking it off. This should be one hell of a contest for sure. If last episode was any indication as to what Sami Zayn offers to the table, he came up just barely came up short in the Cesaro United States Championship Open Challenge. But Sami Zayn, he really did push Cesaro to his limits. Sami Zayn really showing that he does have the potential to be perhaps a future World Heavyweight Champion. At least that's what I see. I think Sami Zayn, he's capable of it. But tonight, he's got a good opportunity. If he can defeat Seth Rollins, he qualifies for King of the Ring. And if he can win the tournament, then Sami Zayn will get a world title shot at the Survivor Series pay-per-view, guaranteed. So Sami Zayn, this is a huge opportunity for a superstar like him, who's still fairly new to the roster, but they have a good opportunity to shine right here and right now. As now making his way down to the ring is Seth Rollins, the man who defeated Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam with an assistance from Kane. And surely we're going to see Dean Ambrose seek his retribution tonight when he does take on the corporate demon. But of course we'll get to that when we get to that. For right now though, we're focused on the man, the myth, the legend, Seth Rollins himself. And Seth Rollins, he has proven that he is a future world champion. He has all the tools it takes to succeed. It's only just a matter of time before Seth Rollins reaches the top. And Dean Ambrose, he's just been a thorn in Seth Rollins' side as of late. But Night of Champions, Seth Rollins, he gets Dean Ambrose one-on-one in a steel cage match. There will be nowhere for Seth to run, nowhere to hide. He's going to have to face up to Dean Ambrose once and for all, and perhaps look to vanquish this demon that has just plagued him in recent memory. But of course, Seth Rollins, he has it all coming to him. He deserves every beating he gets. He's the one who stabbed Dean Ambrose in the back. So honestly, I can't sympathize for Seth as Sami Zayn with a back body drop. And look at this. Sami Zayn, he's feeling it. He's feeling pretty confident about himself here. But it's Seth Rollins who's got the side headlock applied. That takes him down. As Sami Zayn able to counter it with a nice head scissors here. A nice bit of chain wrestling here to kick this one off. That's definitely something you can expect from both of these two men, is their technical ability, their technical prowess, and you can also expect to see a high-paced match, because both of these men can fly around that ring. As Sami Zayn backs Seth into a corner, chops him, but a counter now by Seth. And Seth looking to walk the ropes and plant Sami Zayn firmly on the back of his head, and now a standing shooting star press from Seth Rollins as he goes into the cover, smashing that forearm across the face. But Sami Zayn gets the shoulder up at 1. Sami Zayn, this is a huge opportunity again to prove himself tonight, and he does not want to show any signs of weakness this early in the match. As Seth Rollins, look at this, huge knee right to the skull of Sami Zayn. And Zayn sent careening over that top rope to the floor. Seth Rollins in pursuit, slams him up against the barricade. Seth Rollins, look at this, back suplex. As Sami Zayn landing right on the back of his neck. Seth Rollins picking him back up again. And this fight here on the outside might actually benefit Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn, he's tough to beat when he's in that ring. But I think Seth Rollins would have the advantage if it comes down to just scrapping and clawing in a brawl. I mean, Seth Rollins, he's had to go up against Dean Ambrose in the past, so he should know firsthand what it takes to really scrap and fight for your life. As Sami Zayn again with a counter, chopping Seth Rollins away. Now Sami Zayn, he's got him hooked by the wrist. Look at this! DDT from the top rope! A beautiful DDT there by Sami Zayn. Might have knocked Rollins' lights out. 2 through. Not quite yet. But Sami Zayn, he's getting closer. That DDT definitely knocked Seth Rollins out there for a couple seconds. Unfortunately, it was just 1 second too little. But Sami Zayn continuing to go on the attack. Cannot allow Seth Rollins any time to recover here. As Sami Zayn... Oh, a nice drop kick right to the side of the head of Seth Rollins. And you have to wonder, is Seth 100% focused on this match tonight? He will have Dean Ambrose to face at Night of Champions as Sami Zayn, beautiful move there, into the cover, 2, throw. Another near fall. I mean, Sami Zayn, he does not have a match at the pay-per-view. Whereas Seth Rollins, he's been embroiled in this heated rivalry with Dean Ambrose in the past few months. Seth Rollins, he could very well, that could be on his mind. But he doesn't want to overlook Sami Zayn, because that will be a costly error for Seth Rollins. As Seth Rollins, oh, this is vintage Seth, as he's got him powerbomb into the turnbuckle. As Seth Rollins hooks the leg. 2. No, not quite a 3 count. Sami Zayn keeps himself alive in the match. And you can see the frustration starting to show on the face of Seth Rollins. And now Seth Rollins with these curb stomps to the chest of Sami Zayn. You saw the same thing happen back at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins started to lose his cool, and Dean Ambrose was able to turn it around. As now Seth Skywalker there, and that could do it. 1, 2, throw! No. Sami Zayn's still in it. As much as Seth Rollins doesn't want to believe it, Sami Zayn now coming back. There's a European uppercut. And now Sami Zayn, he's got him! Blue Thunder Bomb! Sami Zayn snaps off the Blue Thunder Bomb. And Seth Rollins could be in position for a haluva kick. Oh no, not quite. Rollins able to counter as Zayn sent up over the top. There's a shoulder to the gut. And now Seth Rollins sunset flip power bomb out to the floor. And that's going to make a huge turning point in this matchup. As Sami Zayn, he's on Dream Street right now. As Rollins bounces him off the announce table there. And now a scoop slam to the floor. Now's the time where Seth Rollins can just start to dissect Sami Zayn, just stomping away again with those kicks to the chest. Really looking to wear Sami Zayn out here. And now slams him face first into that ring apron. Nearly slammed him into the ring post. And Rollins could win this match by count out. Sami Zayn, he's got to get back in the ring, and he does. Just barely beats the count as Seth DDT. A float over DDT there by Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn now struggling to mount some offense here. As Seth Rollins, he's really turned this match into his favor. As now he's got Sami Zayn. Oh, face first! Off that second turnbuckle with the reverse STO. Rollins the cover. Wait, his feet are on the ropes. Ref, his feet are on the ropes. No, Seth Rollins. He just stole this match. With his feet on the ropes, we don't know whether Zayn would have kicked out or not. But Seth Rollins, he cheats his way to a victory. Again. This Seth Rollins, man, he just robbed Sami Zayn of an opportunity to compete in the King of the Ring tournament. He just robbed him of a potential world title match. Just despicable. There's nothing really more to say about Seth Rollins. He is despicable. And he utilizes those dirty tactics to move along and progress in his career one more time. But now we got to move on to the second match this evening, as it is the former United States champion, the former tag team champion, Jack Swagger, set to go one-on-one with the current Intercontinental Champion, Titus O'Neil. As Jack Swagger, the real American, a former two-time All-American, he would certainly love the opportunity to compete in the King of the Ring tournament. He hasn't been able to make... I mean, he's had one opportunity before at the WWE Championship, and that was in an Elimination Chamber match. So, Jack Swagger, he would love a one-on-one opportunity with a champion of his choosing. But that's going to be easier said than done to even make it to King of the Ring, because he's going up against a red-hot Titus O'Neil, coming off of a huge victory at SummerSlam against his former tag team partner Darren Young. And as well as that, Titus O'Neil issued an open challenge this past Thursday on SmackDown, and he scored a victory over Kalisto. So Jack Swagger, he's got some stiff competition tonight. Titus O'Neil, he's looking to qualify for this King of the Ring tournament and become the next WWE Champion and prove to Cesaro that he is the dominant champion. He is the trendsetter here in Universe Mode. He's the man that everybody's got to surpass. But Cesaro as well, he'll get the opportunity to qualify for King of the Ring later on. And both of those two champions are set for a title versus title match at Night of Champions. And you got to think that both men will have that in the back of their mind. But they got to make sure that they focus on the task at hand and focus on their opponent they have to face right now. As there's Titus O'Neil now. Some chain wrestling here between Swagger and O'Neil. A reverse chin lock from Titus. But Swagger takes him down now into a side headlock. And that's one thing you expect to see when Jack Swagger's in the ring, is technical wrestling. Because that's what Jack Swagger brings to the table. That's what got him to the dance in the first place. Another collar and elbow tie-up as Swagger backs him into the corner. Referee gonna have to get in there and force the break. But this time Titus O'Neil doesn't take a cheap shot. And that's greatly appreciated on my part. Titus O'Neil, I gotta be honest, you have to respect his accomplishments as the champion. But you don't have to respect his attitude. In fact, that's the one thing that I think is preventing Titus O'Neil, an elbow drop from Swagger there. But I think his attitude is the one thing that is preventing Titus O'Neil from becoming that breakout champion, that top-notch champion here in the WWE. I really think if he would lose that attitude of his and be more humble, I think he would find much greater success in what he does. But Titus O'Neil, so far, I mean, this current attitude of his, it's gotten him this far. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Titus O'Neil is proving me wrong each and every week he steps in the ring. Well, at the moment, Jack Swagger does have the upper hand. As look at this. No, a counter. Swagger was looking for a gut-wrench suplex. But it was a counter from Titus as he now drives the knee right into the face of the real American. Titus O'Neil now drives the elbow into the shoulder of Swagger and follows it up with a clothesline. And there's that arrogance again by Titus O'Neil. Barking in the face of his opponent. Kicking his opponent while he's down. And now a big boot to the face. Titus into the cover here. 2. No! Swagger gets the shoulder up. And now frustration beginning to show on the part of Titus O'Neil. And you saw there, Titus didn't even feel the need to hook the leg. He just went into the cover and disrespectfully shoving his forearm in Swagger's face. And that's the thing with Titus. If you hook the leg, maybe perhaps it would have been a 3 count. But Titus, he's too arrogant to do that. He thinks he's got this matchup won already. As Titus has Swagger over there in the corner, setting him up here for Snake Eyes. And now Titus, look at this, backbreaker. And this sets up the fall-away slam from Titus O'Neil. And Jack Swagger, he's in trouble here. Titus the cover, hooks the leg this time. But no, Swagger just able to kick out at 2.5. And now Swagger's back to his feet. Titus, turn around. Swagger with a reverse elbow. Backing Titus into the corner. And now shoving that shoulder into the gut of Titus O'Neil. And a huge double axe handle to the side of the head of the Intercontinental Champion. Swagger the cover. Oh, but Titus gets his hand on the bottom rope. And that forces the kick out. And Jack Swagger, he's none too pleased about that. We saw a few weeks ago when Swagger and Kid were going up against the Lucha Dragons. Swagger used that same move to put away Sin Cara, who attempted to reach for the ropes, but he just didn't get there in time. He was knocked for one too many loops. He just wasn't able to recover in time. And Jack Swagger, we the people. And we the people are going strong tonight. As Swagger, countered by Titus. Titus takes him down. Oh no, look at this. Swagger's in danger of a powerbomb from Titus O'Neil as he stacks him up on his shoulders. No! Still not enough to put Jack Swagger away. As the WWE Universe are on their feet for this matchup. And whether they're rooting for Jack Swagger or Titus O'Neil, one thing's for sure. This match has been crazy back and forth between these two men. As Swagger now setting Titus O'Neil up for the gut-wrench powerbomb. And that's gotta be it. Swagger hooks the leg. 2, 3. No. Titus O'Neil gets the shoulder up off the mat just in the nick of time. And Swagger, he can't believe it. Just look at this. Stomping a mud hole in Titus O'Neil here. But Swagger, he's got to maintain his composure. Otherwise, there's no way he's going to win this match. As Titus able to counter now. He blocked the gut-wrench suplex attempt yet again. Or what perhaps could have been, well, either way. Titus O'Neil now. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Mocking Cesaro yet again. A deadlift gut-wrench suplex from Titus. As that's something he's been doing a lot lately, is mocking Cesaro. And now he's got Swagger in position for the finishing blow. The clash of the Titus. And Titus hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Titus O'Neil gets the job done once again. And he's going to King of the Ring. Titus O'Neil, he has qualified. Unlike last year, Titus O'Neil, he didn't even make it to King of the Ring. This year, Titus O'Neil has in fact qualified. This could be a good opportunity for Titus. We'll really see what this man is made of when he's put center stage on a high level such as this. Titus O'Neil victorious. Alright, so next up we're going to be seeing the world's largest athlete, The Big Show, competing against the Swiss Superman, Cesaro. And it's a good thing that we were able to get Titus O'Neil out of the arena before Cesaro can make his way down to the ring tonight. Because we've already seen these two butt heads in the past, and hasn't ended very well. I don't know if this match would have even happened if the entrances hadn't been set up the way they were. Because I really don't think Titus O'Neil, he's got any quarrel with the Big Show. And if you don't have a beef with this man, well then you're not going to start one. Not for, if you have no good reason, you don't want to cross paths with this giant. So fortunately, Cesaro, he's going to have a fair opportunity to qualify tonight. And honestly, that's a good thing. That's really the case with all these King of the Ring qualifying matches tonight. There will be no outside interference. Everyone is banned from ringside. It's just the two people who are competing. We want it to be a fair opportunity for everybody to qualify for this King of the Ring tournament. So there will be no outside interference. There will be nobody, no managers, nothing. So when Victor, when he's competing tonight, there will be no Connor. When Kane's competing tonight, there will be no Seth Rollins. When Seth Rollins cannot get involved in that match with Dean Ambrose later on tonight, or anyone else for that matter. We want this to be a fair competition. We want everybody to have an equal opportunity to qualify for this tournament. We don't want any funny business. That's not what the King of the Ring is all about. The King of the Ring tournament is about determining who is the best and who is deserving of that #1 contender spot at Survivor Series. And tonight, we're going to see, well, Cesaro right out of the gate, charging at the Big Show, and that's a wise strategy. Cesaro got to go on the upper hand early, as he is already able to drop the Big Show with a European uppercut. And that just goes to show Cesaro with those powerful strikes he possesses, those European uppercuts, how quickly he can bring the pain to somebody even the size, the power of the Big Show. As Cesaro, oh, there's a counter by the Big Show. And a clothesline now is just like that. Big Show, he struggled to get out of the starting blocks, but just like that, he's in control now. Cesaro, he did a very good job, though, at bringing the fight to the Big Show early on. But already, Big Show is starting to slow down the pace of this matchup as he gains more and more control over the United States champion. But a counter now by Cesaro and a kick to the back of the leg, looking to chop the big man down to size, and again backing him into the corner. Cesaro, a shoulder to the gut, a punch to the face, up to the second rope, European uppercut yet again. And now Cesaro hooks the leg on the show. 1, 2, not a 2 count, not even a 2 count. Big Show already with the kick out at 1. Cesaro, he's going to have to do a lot to keep this man down for a 3 count. It's much easier said than done defeating the Big Show. As Big Show again on the offensive. Headbutt out of the face of Cesaro. As Cesaro goes off the ropes. Here's Big Show. Oh, what a slam there. Spun him around. And that's the power of the Big Show. Cesaro, he's pretty powerful. But the Big Show, he's just got that size advantage as well. When it comes to pure strength, proportionate strength, I would have to say Cesaro would be the stronger of the two. But in terms of raw physical power, I think it would be a pretty even matchup. I mean, you have the Big Show. He's 7 foot tall, so just the type of bone structure he has, and just the amount of mass that Big Show possesses. Of course, he's going to be stronger than Cesaro, but pound for pound, I'd have to say Cesaro is the stronger of the two. Cesaro, I feel like he could... Well, anyways, enough said. This is the perfect example of that. Cesaro, not just 1 gut-wrench suplex, but 3 gut-wrench suplexes. And everybody loves a good gut-wrench when it comes from this man, Cesaro. And now Cesaro could be going in for the finishing blow. Looking to finish Big Show off early. Oh, but Big Show with a headbutt to the skull. And there's the knockout punch. The knockout punch by the Big Show. Hooks the leg on Cesaro. 2. Throw! No. Cesaro gets the shoulder up. And it's Big Show in disbelief. He thought for sure that was it. But it's going to take much more than a simple punch at full strength from the Big Show to put Cesaro down. And I think Big Show's finally realizing that. And just look at that. Vicious. Driving the knee right into the skull. And now a sidewalk slam from the Big Show. Another cover here by Show. 1, 2. But again a kick out by Cesaro. Just before the 3 count. And that's the thing, when Big Show's in that ring, he might have a slower paced style of match, but in the grand scheme of things, he can finish you off fairly quickly, just because he can out-muscle you, he can outsize you. Just look at this, Cesaro! An axe handle from the top rope. But Cesaro now, he's feeling it. The WWE Universe on their feet. Looking to cheer Cesaro on in this matchup. Cesaro, I'd have to say, this year has made the most progress out of any superstar. European uppercut there. And when it comes to breakout stars, I'd have to say Cesaro's near the top of the list. Cover. No. Again, the Big Show able to kick out. But Cesaro, he's chipping away. He's coming closer and closer to that 3 count. And another European uppercut. And hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it certainly is not broken for Cesaro, as another European uppercut there. Staggering the big man. But Show with a counter. A kick to the gut. And now look at this. Gorilla press slam from the Big Show. And Big Show is just like that. He's able to turn the tide of a match. But a counter by Cesaro. And now he's got him for a neck breaker there. Big Show yet again dropped. And Cesaro could be looking to set up the neutralizer once more. As last time it was blocked by the Big Show. But this time Cesaro, he cracks the neck. Can he get him up? Look at this. Look at the strength of Cesaro to lift the Big Show up for a neutralizer. And he hooks the leg. 2, 3. Cesaro. He joins Titus O'Neil and Seth Rollins. Qualifies for the King of the Ring tournament. Big victory there for Cesaro. As both of our champions heading into Night of Champions have now qualified for the King of the Ring tournament. This is going to be something. This is going to be interesting indeed to see how this all plays out. Already, we're lining up some of our top superstars here in the WWE for this King of the Ring tournament. And also, you can add to the list people who have already qualified. Throw in the likes of Zack Ryder, Mark Henry, and Christian, and Adrian Neville. This is going to be an interesting King of the Ring tournament indeed. As now making his way down to the ring, one half of the tag team formerly known as the Primetime Players, and the man who was defeated by Titus O'Neil back at SummerSlam in the Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge 2 out of 3 falls match. It's Darren Young going one-on-one with the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. As here we go, we await the arrival of Fella, the Celtic Warrior, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the former 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, Sheamus. There he is, folks, in all of his ghostly white glory. Sheamus making his way down to the ring. And tonight, we've already seen Sheamus's tag team partner, Wade Barrett, eliminated from King of the Ring competition by the other half of the Ascension, Connor, who qualified. Perhaps Victor could join his tag team partner later on tonight. But Sheamus, he did not compete in the King of the Ring tournament last year. He didn't have the chance. He was facing Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he was recapturing his World Heavyweight Championship. But then, just a month later, he was defeated by the King of the Ring winner, Mark Henry. So Sheamus, he's had bad history with this King of the Ring tournament. Looking to rectify that tonight and get a crack of his own at the tournament. As you see the size differential between these two men, Sheamus, oh, and look at the confidence of the Celtic Warrior, just beating his chest, basically telling Darren Young, hey fella, hey little fella, I'm going to kick your ass tonight. And he might see this as an easy victory. But he can't do that because Darren Young has proven in the past what he's worth. And he certainly would be a strong contender for the King of the Ring tournament. Sheamus, he cannot overlook this man. But Sheamus doing what he does best with these strikes. Striking away at Darren Young, just looking to outpower him. Utilize that physicality, that brutality in full force. As right there, using his head as a weapon, just right to the side of the skull of Darren Young, and now drives the knee right into Darren's face. Cover now by Sheamus, and a forearm across the face, more disrespect. But a kick out by Darren Young. And Sheamus almost looks surprised that he didn't finish Darren off right there. Well, Sheamus, you're getting a little too overconfident in yourself there, buddy. And you know what they say, you know, as the old saying goes, pride goeth before the fall. And that could very well be the case tonight for Sheamus if he keeps this up. But he still continues to go on the assault. Maintaining the offensive attack on Darren Young. Driving the knee now right into the face of Darren Young. Mr. No Days Off, he's in trouble at the moment. As Sheamus looks to roll him over here for the Cloverleaf, the Texas Cloverleaf. And Darren Young, he's so close to the ropes. Can he get there? Yes, he does. Darren able to force the rope break. But Sheamus now, look at this. Looking for a suplex counter by Darren. And Darren Young, for the first time in this matchup, is able to get some offensive attack there with a DDT. And now a submission of his own. Driving that knee right into the back of Sheamus with his chin lock here. But Sheamus refusing to quit. Darren Young doing a good job at wearing the Celtic Warrior down there. Oh, but a counter by Sheamus. And now a kick to the gut. And just like that, Sheamus is back in control. A brief gasp of offense there from Darren Young. But it's quickly shut down. As Sheamus now, he's got Darren up on his shoulders. White noise. And this could be the beginning of the end for Darren Young. Sheamus hooks the leg. 2. Oh, no. Sheamus can't believe it. But that's what happened. Darren kicked at it too. Only a 2 count, Sheamus. Sheamus again using his head. And well, Sheamus, I gotta admit, whenever Sheamus steps in the ring, you can guarantee it's going to be a good match. But I am not feeling very entertained at this point in the match. Not entertained by Sheamus' arrogance. As there's a Northern Lights suplex. Darren now. Could he have him here? No. A kick out by Sheamus. Sheamus, you got to admit, he is a very game competitor in that ring. That's why he is a former 3-time world champion. But it's like I was saying earlier, it applied to Titus O'Neil and Seth Rollins as well. That arrogance, it's not going to get you anywhere. As Darren Young, you can see here, firing up the crowd, firing himself up. Universe on their feet. As Darren Young, the leg drop, the elbow drop, forearm to the face. Beautiful combination there from Darren Young. And now this could be the beginning of the end for Sheamus. As Darren, he's got him up on his shoulders for the gut check. Counter. Sheamus shifts the weight into a reverse DDT. And he caught Darren out there. Sheamus now looking for that. Wait, counter. Darren able to counter it. Sheamus, he was looking for that Irish curse backbreaker, but Darren able to counter it. Sheamus sent over the top rope. As he's staggered now, Darren Young. Oh, we've seen this before. Darren, back suplex onto the apron there. That's the hardest part of the ring. And Darren knows that. And he utilized that to his full benefit. Darren, with a move like that, could certainly turn the tides in this matchup. And a power slam out to the floor. Darren just zeroing in on that lower back of Sheamus here. And now Darren, a side Russian leg sweep, and with this being out on the outside, that's solid concrete. Only just barely covered up by a thin padding. Oh, Darren. Well, there's no protection there. That was face first, bouncing off the steel ring post. And now crashing into the LED board. There on the ring apron. As Sheamus goes in to break the count, but this is Sheamus. I mean, Sheamus, he loves to fight. This is the aggressiveness coming to full force. As he chose not to take the victory by countout. Instead, he wants to inflict more punishment on Darren. And bouncing him skull first repeatedly off the barricade. And now back into the ring goes Darren. Big boot to the side of the skull from Sheamus. And things are starting to look pretty bleak for Darren Young. Sheamus. He's got Mr. No Days Off right where he wants him. As he picks him up here and just tosses him away with that suplex. And now Sheamus. Here we go. Irish curse. And Darren Young, he's in a bad way. He's in a huge predicament. Sheamus hooks the leg, and that could be it. No, it's not. Darren Young, with whatever he's still got left in him, is able to kick out of the Irish curse. Just before the 3 count. And Sheamus, he can't believe that Darren was still able to stand after that. After all the abuse Darren has taken. Sheamus now looking to go for the kill. Bro kick. Now a counter. Darren sidesteps the bro kick. And Darren Young, he's got Sheamus up. Gut check. A gut check by Darren Young. And now hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Darren Young has qualified for the 2nd year in a row for the King of the Ring tournament. And he has defeated the former World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus to do it. Darren Young showing his resolve, his resiliency tonight. Despite all the abuse he took at the hands of Sheamus, Darren Young still able to turn things around and come out on top, the winner. And that makes things even more interesting that Darren Young can also be now thrown into the King of the Ring mix. He's got some history, well-documented history with Titus O'Neil. Ooh, things just get better and better as this night progresses. And things could get even better if Dean Ambrose can get his retribution over the Director of Operations, Kane, tonight. That's what I'd like to see. I'd love to see Darren Young qualify for King of the Ring tournament, and he could get his hands on Seth Rollins again. And that's assuming that Dean Ambrose, if he doesn't manage to finish Seth Rollins off at Night of Champions in that steel cage match. Or maybe Dean will show some mercy at Night of Champions and then finish Seth off at King of the Ring, just to give Seth a few extra weeks of suffering. Oh, maybe that's just my inner sadistic mind, but I think that would be fantastic. Seth Rollins, after everything he's done, I think he deserves that. That's what I'd like to see. But then again, don't tell Seth I said that. I'm not a competitor, and I'm sure Seth Rollins would sooner give me multiple concussions with multiple curb stomps, break my jaw. It won't be pleasant. If you guys want me to keep making these videos, don't tell Seth Rollins I said that. They're gonna have to replace me on commentary if he hears word of that. But anyways, the Director of Operations, Kane, flaming pyro and all, ready to go with this match against Dean Ambrose tonight. And Kane, he did qualify for King of the Ring last year. Oh, a big boot as Dean Ambrose looked to follow a similar strategy to Cesaro and come right out of the gate all guns blazing. But Kane shut that down just in the blink of an eye. Like I was saying though, Kane last year did qualify for King of the Ring as a knee to the skull Ambrose sent sprawling out to the floor. But Kane, he was eliminated in the opening round by The Undertaker. And we all know where Undertaker went from there. I've said it in the past. Went on to become a WWE champion despite not winning the King of the Ring tournament. But nonetheless, Kane, of course, this could be perhaps the 2nd year in a row he could qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. But I don't think he really deserves this match to begin with. I said that a few weeks ago, or last week I should say, when Kane made the announcement. What has Kane done to deserve this match? Just because he's the director of operations, he claims that this is supposed to fix him abusing his power by giving Dean Ambrose the opportunity to redeem himself, to get his revenge on Kane. And I guess on one hand, yes, that does make sense. Give Dean Ambrose an opportunity because, quite frankly, that's probably the only way Dean Ambrose is going to accept what Kane did. That's probably the only way that Dean Ambrose is going to be satisfied, is if he can beat Kane. If he can just beat him and destroy him in that ring. I'm sure Dean Ambrose would love to take Kane out of the equation once and for all tonight. Oh my god! Kane dropping Dean Ambrose face first right on the corner of that barricade. And that could bust Dean Ambrose open. Fortunately, I don't think it did. But, I mean, that's not pretty, folks. But yes, on the other hand, though, I see this as Kane abusing his power still. He claims that this is supposed to be adjusting that he's not abusing his power, but... And you can make that argument that, hey, this is what Dean would want anyway, so you might as well let it happen, but... Nonetheless, if Kane would win here tonight, then Kane, he doesn't deserve a King of the Ring qualifying match in my eyes. And he would walk out of this benefiting when he shouldn't really even be a factor. And like I said previously, Dean Ambrose is not the one to blame for Seth Rollins' mistreatment. If anything, the blame should go to Triple H and the McMahons. But I guess the McMahons aren't here. There's no one to punish, so Dean Ambrose is going to have to bear that punishment. Unfortunately, it's not fair, but life isn't fair, and I guess we just got to get used to that. As Kane, a counter now by Ambrose. As Kane caught in the corner here. Ambrose striking away. As Kane dropped down now there to the bottom. As Dean Ambrose picks him up out of the ropes into a powerbomb. Dean Ambrose dragging Kane to the center of the ring so that there's no escape. And now stomping away at the guts of Kane. Almost a low blow there, but I think it was just above the waistline, and the referee, he okayed it. Obviously, there's no disqualification there from the ref, so this match, that was legal. It's all legal. As Dean Ambrose now scrubbing Kane's face into the mat, and then drives the elbow right between the shoulders of Kane. Ambrose now with a headbutt, and that's definitely some of Ambrose's smash mouth style, as he just about kicks Kane's chest in. Right there. Now dragging him to the center of the ring. And now a submission hold applied here by Dean Ambrose. The knee into the back, and this chin lock here. As Kane, the referee asking if Kane will submit, but Kane, he does not. And Dean Ambrose doing a smart job of wearing the corporate demon down. As Dean Ambrose with a nice swinging neck breaker. Taking the big man down. And now an elbow drop. A snap elbow there from Dean Ambrose. As Ambrose now with a reverse chin lock here on Kane. Looking to keep the big man down, but here's Kane getting back to his feet now. Elbow to the gut. And there's another one. As Kane now, oh no, he's got Ambrose by the throat. A two-handed choke slam. And Dean Ambrose now could be out of it. Kane the cover. 2. No. Ambrose kicks out at 2.5. And Kane, you just saw there, how disrespectful was that? A boot right to the skull of Ambrose, not even letting him get back to his feet. As Kane now, huge clothesline into the corner. What a move there by Kane. Just absolutely floored Dean Ambrose there. As Kane picks him up to his feet. Oh no. Oh no, Kane's got him by the throat. 10 feet in the air and all the way back down. Choke slam to hell. And Dean Ambrose could have just been buried 6 feet under. No! Dean Ambrose just kicked out of the choke slam. He is still alive. Don't count this man out just yet. Well, if this man was buried alive, he's digging his way back out. As Kane drops an elbow now. And he can't believe it. Kane was... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You can tell Kane's getting desperate. How often does Kane go to the top rope? A leg drop right across the throat. Surely that's gonna be it. No! Dean kicks out again. How much punishment does Kane have to put this man through to finish him off? We saw Dean Ambrose's resilience at SummerSlam, but it's on full display here yet again. Kane a power slam. Looking to slam Ambrose through the mat. And now this time it's a reverse chinlock from Kane as he looks to just wear Ambrose out here. As Ambrose, he's in a tough predicament here. He's been worn out by Kane. Wait, Ambrose with a jawbreaker. Just able to get out of that one. Very smart move by Ambrose. Look at this! Powerbomb! And Ambrose bridging into the cover. Could have him here. 1, 2, 3. No! Kane kicks out. Just in the nick of time. Dean Ambrose. Come on, Ambrose. Now's your chance. Put him away. DDT! Huge DDT there by Ambrose. And Kane, he's out of it right now. Dean Ambrose, now's the chance. Now's the time to strike. Hooks the arms. Dirty deeds! Oh, and Kane has been busted wide open as Ambrose hooks the leg. 2, 3. What? What? Kane just kicked out of dirty deeds. Are you kidding me? And Dean Ambrose, well, I'm sure he doesn't mind. I'm sure he's frustrated that Ambrose just kicked out, or that Kane just kicked out, but on the other hand, that's going to give Ambrose much more time to punish Kane. So I think Ambrose in the end, look at this, an elbow drop from the top. Ambrose, well, now he's looking to finish it. He's going to finish Kane off for good this time. He's done playing games. Look at this, the original Dirty Deeds. Spiking Kane right on the top of his skull. And that's got to do it. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here, Director of Operations. Dean Ambrose. He's going to King of the Ring. So in the end, it seems as though justice has been served. Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe, he gets what he deserves tonight. And that's his retribution against Kane. Not only that, but Dean Ambrose, he qualifies for the King of the Ring tournament. The potential for a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity is up for grabs. And Dean Ambrose, you can see now, all he's got left on his mind is Seth Rollins. Just 1 week away from Night of Champions. And Dean Ambrose, he's ready. He is ready for that match with Seth Rollins. He's just got to wait another 12 days. And he'll be able to get his hands on Seth Rollins inside of a steel cage. And now, here's another man who has already given his opinion on this rivalry between Seth and Dean Ambrose. It's Roman Reigns. But tonight, I mean, he's already spoken that this whole feud between two men he considered brothers, you know, it's already taken its toll on Roman Reigns' psyche. And there's nothing he can really do that won't make it worse. So really, all he is just a bystander. There's nothing else Roman can do to get involved. At least nothing that could help fix anything. But not only that, Roman Reigns, he's been dealing with other inner demons within him. And one of them has taken shape in the form of Bray Wyatt. And Roman Reigns tonight, while he does have the opportunity to qualify for King of the Ring, I don't think that's his ultimate goal. I think Roman Reigns tonight, he just wants to get through Victor, get through Eric Rowan, and get his hands on Bray Wyatt at Night of Champions. That's Roman Reigns' ultimate goal. And if Roman Reigns can defeat Wyatt, then I'm sure his sights will be set on his original goal since coming to SmackDown, and that's the WWE Championship. Well, he's going up against a champion tonight, one half the tag team champions, the Ascension, in Victor. And we already saw Connor qualify for King of the Ring when he defeated Wade Barrett last week on Main Event. So Victor tonight, looking to make it a complete set, looking to join his tag team partner in the King of the Ring tournament. But he's got to go through the powerhouse of SmackDown to do it. And Roman Reigns, I gotta say, Reigns at this point, he is unstable. We saw when he confronted Lita last week on SmackDown, he was just out of his mind. Roman Reigns, he really is on the edge of just losing it. I mean, this whole ordeal with Bray Wyatt, it has really gotten to him. And it's completely taken over his well-being, his psyche, his mentality. All he can think about is Bray Wyatt. And I'm sure the other things he could have to think about aren't much better. I mean, he's got his two former partners, his two former brothers are battling it out over on Monday Night Raw. Yes, Roman Reigns, I'm sure his life right now is not very good at all. And, you know, I gotta sympathize with the man, because if you're in that position, you have two best friends, two family members even, who are feuding, and there's nothing you can really do to fix it. That's definitely going to take a toll on not only your mental well-being, but your physical well-being as well. Wow. I said well maybe a few too many times in that sentence, but you understand what I mean. As Victor right there just raked the eyes of Roman. But you got to do whatever it takes to win. That's Victor's mentality. And he doesn't, this isn't a tag team match. He doesn't have his partner Connor to fall back on. It's all Victor on his own tonight. So now we can really see what Victor brings to the table in terms of this as a single superstar. We saw what Connor was what he's capable of. Well, tonight, Victor, it's a good opportunity for him to prove himself. And also, at the same time, can help bolster the Ascension as a dominant tag team, because if each man on their own can defeat some of the top superstars on SmackDown, then as a tag team, they're going to be practically unstoppable. Oh, a counter by Reigns with a forearm to the face. And now Victor bouncing off the ropes. Roman Reigns just going to repeatedly deliver those shots to the kidneys. Now an elbow drop to the chest of Victor. As Roman Reigns has him up, Michinoku driver, and he hooks the leg on Victor. 1, 2, nope, not a 2 count. Kick out by Victor. This is Roman Reigns. I'd have to say, in this matchup tonight, he's got to end it pretty quickly, especially considering he's got a clash with Eric Rowan to look forward to if he wins tonight, just in 2 days on SmackDown. Reigns, he wants this to be as quick as possible. Victor, though, he can take his good old time and inflict as much damage on Reigns as possible. Victor, the next high-profile match he'll be having won't be until Night of Champions when he defends the tag team titles. As Victor hooks the leg here, but a kick out by Roman Reigns. As Roman Reigns looks to push himself back to his feet. Victor with a reverse DDT there. And now to the second rope. Here's Victor. Oh, no, counter. Roman Reigns able to roll out of the way. Oh, my goodness. Electric chair by Roman Reigns. As Victor, he had to be about 10 feet in the air for that one. And Roman Reigns now could be looking for a Superman punch. A Superman punch might have just knocked Victor's lights out. 2, 3. No. Victor kicks out at 2.5. And Roman Reigns is in disbelief. And I would be if I was in his shoes too. One of Reigns' biggest moves, and Victor is unfazed. Roman Reigns, there's only one thing left, and that's the spear. Roman Reigns, he's just got to put Victor in a good position where he can hit him with that spear to put him away. As he's really, though, Reigns, I believe, he could be letting his anger get the better of him here as he's backed Victor into a corner. Victor back to his feet. Oh, and Reigns face first, crashing into the mat there. And that's the thing, Reigns, he's not quite in the greatest headspace here, and that could definitely affect this match. As, again, Superman punch to Victor. And now Roman Reigns, that's been 2 Superman punches. He's got Victor right where he wants him, center of the ring, out on his feet for a spear. No, Victor countered it into a DDT. Roman Reigns now, he's dazed. He just crashed face first into the mat. And now Victor, he's got him right where he wants him. He's got him up against the ropes, choking him out here. And Reigns just sent flying back into the center of the ring. What the hell is Victor gonna do? Victor going to the top rope. Well, it's not too often that we see someone from the Ascension fly, but I guess if it would be anybody, it would have to be Victor. Look at this missile dropkick. A diving missile dropkick from the top rope. You can see the crowd is loving it. This match has been back and forth hellacious. Look at this Tiger Bomb. Tiger Bomb by Victor. If he could just go for the cover, he's got this matchup won. But he's taken a moment there. He couldn't get back to his feet right away, but he hooks the leg. And no! Those few extra seconds Victor needed to recover, it just gave Reigns enough time to kick out. And that's the thing, when you have Victor and Connor, who more often than not finish off the match with the fall of man, that's a tag team move. It's a bit different when they have to go out there on their own and try to utilize a finisher of their own. One that they haven't, I don't know, it's just not as impactful as the fall of man. And it's really going to show that Victor, he had to hit Barrett 2 times with his, or Connor, I should say. Victor, he might have had Reigns put away there, but he just needed those extra seconds to recover, and it cost him. Not quite as efficient as the fall of man has proven to be. As Roman Reigns has Victor up for a powerbomb now. Stacked him up on his shoulders. 2, 3. No. Again, a kick out by Victor. And Roman Reigns, he is fired up. Off the ropes, huge clothesline. Down goes Victor. Roman Reigns now to the corner. He cocks the fist. He's loaded and ready to go. Perhaps for a 3rd Superman punch. Victor, he is down this time. And now Roman Reigns back to the corner. Can he connect this time? Spear! Spear by Roman Reigns. This time, Victor did not have the wherewithal to counter it. If he was barely even conscious, Reigns hooks the leg. 2, 3. Roman Reigns is going to King of the Ring, and he's got a date with Destiny this Thursday night on SmackDown, as he will go one-on-one with Eric Rowan of the Wyatt family. And if Reigns can defeat Rowan, the Wyatt family will be banned from ringside at Night of Champions when Reigns goes one-on-one with Bray Wyatt. But of course, if Reigns loses, he doesn't even get a match with Bray Wyatt at Night of Champions. It's all or nothing next episode of Universe Mode for Roman Reigns. So I want to thank you all for watching this episode. It's been fun. Thank you all for 300 episodes. Hopefully we'll see you for another 300 more. And until next time, keep on YouTubing.